lot of times there's a situation that one parent has a relationship with the kid and the other one doesn't. And then sometimes the one that does not have a relationship says, no, we have to have a united front. You have to go ahead and ruin your relationship with our son or daughter because he's not treating me nicely. I do not agree with that. First of all, by the fact that the kid has a good relationship with one of the parents, that shows that they're capable of having a good relationship. And that means that there's a reason why they don't want to have right now a relationship with the other parent, which maybe they're wrong or maybe they're right. Maybe they felt beat up by the other parent or abused, or maybe something that the other parent did wrong to them. The fact that they're friendly with the other one is all they have. Don't murder that relationship. Don't make them an orphan from both parents. Somebody who has a relationship with neither parent is more at risk of falling apart and having no life. But it's more than that. When they have the best relationship possible with that parent, they're healthier. They're going to be able to one day say, okay, I'm ready to go and patch up with the other parent. So you're making them stronger. So over here, especially when we're talking about, what I said is for any relationship. We have a lot of times where a lot of the therapists, they say, for older, not in our group, just generally out there, oh, if it's chutzpah, it's chutzpah, you're not treating your mother or your father with respect, the other one has to take the side. Absolutely not. Chas v'shalom. It's two separate things. It's like you're having an infection on one leg, amputate the other leg. No. Not because I don't understand why they're saying yes, but because, like I said, number one, there's a reason. How do you know there's a reason? Because if there would be no reason, they would treat you nicely like they treat the other parent nicely. So they're feeling something negative from the parent. Okay? By accident, on purpose, we have to figure that out. That's on you to apologize or to work it out, but it's not from nothing. It's not from nothing, because if it would be from nothing, it wouldn't be there. Second of all, it's just going to make them weak, bigger chance of more fights, and it's mean. It's mean. I'm going to punch you in the face because you're not friendly with the spouse. It's not correct to do, in my humble opinion. But also, what they don't see is what we're doing this for years. I'm doing this 15 years with hundreds of parents. Many, many times, they have a better relationship, much better relationship with one parent. Strengthen it. It'll make them healthier. And the healthier they are, then they'll be able to deal with accepting the apology of this other parent and forgetting some of the bad stuff, letting things, they'll have more power, they'll have more energy. And what's surprising here in TP is I could tell you countless stories where a year or two later, this one who was lower worked so hard on apologizing and breaking down that wall that they ended up ahead of the other one. Happens all the time. People are nodding their heads here. It will happen. So everybody just give your kid, mom separately, dad separately, an NKN, nafshei kshura b'nafshei of 100. Learn and understand that nafshei kshura b'nafshei is not a regular relationship that you have with someone at work. It's not a relationship you have with a sibling. It's deep love and care and being there for them, etc., 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 times a million. Nafshei kshura b'nafshei, deep, deep, deep love. They need each of you, 100%. So you never sacrifice one. Each one, you're on your own journey. Be careful not to criticize each other. Only let each other know what they could do better. If they ask, say, would you like me to tell you what I think you could do better? Or if, because this is to save your child, in this situation, I do recommend asking your spouse, could you please tell me if there's anything from your angle that I could be doing better? I would not recommend saying that about everything because it's going to be a long night. They're going to be pulling out books and lists of stuff that you could do to improve. So say just about this kid, and I'm not ready for everything else, but I need to save my son or my daughter, and maybe from your angle, you have some advice on what I could be doing better. And they probably do have, and everybody has a different angle. Use that. Be open-minded to listening to that. Okay? But the stronger that your kid is, the faster we're out of here. The stronger that your kid is, the faster they quit drugs, the faster they stop the bad behavior, the faster they go to therapy. And I don't want them to go to therapy to talk about my bad relationship with my parents. That's why we're doing everything we're doing. But if they have a bad relationship with one parent, still, they'll have the other parent at their side, okay? And they'll feel strong, and they'll one day be able to patch up from a place of energy and strength, which happens much faster. I think if you look at TP, almost 1,000 kids that we have, and look around the group, you guys know more than I do. Everybody sees what everybody else is holding. We have no homeless kids. And I would say, let's say 99% of our kids are, I think it's 100%, let's say 99%, that there's no broken ties. Our kids are talking, our kids are talking, our kids are talking. It's so, like, it happens. When you follow the program, it works. So I'm sorry for your pain. It's painful as a parent, and you feel like, I want to get back at this kid and tell my husband or my wife, no, if they don't listen to me, it's usually the fathers. They're not respectful to me. Nobody's allowed to talk to them. They say the brothers and the sisters, and they cut ties on the kid all over when the kid is upset at the parent for a reason. Maybe you hurt the kid on purpose or by accident. So don't make them lose their brothers and their sisters. Don't make them lose all their connections. Those kids end up, these days, it could be drugs, it could be end up with suicide, it could end up with all kinds of stuff. Somebody who, regardless of their behavior, is surrounded by loving connections and relationships doesn't want to die. They may be very sick, but Be'ezus Hashem, they get out of it. They don't want to kill themselves. They come into a family wedding, and everybody's nice to them, and everybody's sweet and happy to see you, no matter what they're dressed like. They don't want to kill themselves. They don't want to stick needles into them and numb their pain. They have their own pain and they have their own struggles. Our job as family and loved ones is to make sure that we are not a part of their pain at all.